Good to know for those playing at home. If you go to the secret power-up area, that is a one-time deal. Alright, let's see. There's a door up at the top. I may have to write down notes as I'm playing through this game, since I will most likely forget. Okay, moon key. There's something in those upper spots. I guess I'll go check the nearest one towards the central hub. I don't want to waste a lot of time backtracking. So let's go check that one spot, and then, since I get the feeling we'll be coming back here for something later, then I can go check out the other spots. I want to say the other gates that I unlocked were different keys I don't have. Or I could be wrong and there's actual stuff up there. For those watching, it'll probably make me seem like a crazy person and I can't remember things that happened 15 minutes ago. But one thing I've learned over the years doing Let's Plays is when you're playing a game and trying to focus on talking, okay, triangle key. Talking and the gameplay, it's kind of difficult to keep everything straight in your mind when you're focused on talking and then what's going on in the game. So I could totally see how that becomes difficult for Let's Players that have to do active commentary while they're playing through a game. Okay, looks like triangle keys. And everything else, that looks like the last point of interest. What we'll do is go back, and I guess I can go to the save point, since I'm topped up on chips now. Save at the save point, then teleport to the desert area, which I guess that's area 1. The lower left corner tells me this is area 0, our starting point. Yeah, we'll go ahead and go back to the save point. I guess I can go up and over. Once I get the triangle key, I'll have to remember that there's some stuff to check out in this area. Teleport to this area. We'll save again. I'm going to be saving compulsively because I'm paranoid. Yeah, this is area 1. There is an immense power in those artifacts or chronicles which you can find here. Though nor me, neither enemies know how to activate it. I'm sure you wouldn't make a single step in its research in all these years. It's too difficult in the middle of the battlefield, but enemies had more possibilities and probably knew about these chronicles when they attacked. You just have to hope they haven't discovered their full power. I wonder if the tablets are going to be some sort of additional abilities for the Guardian. Those enemies look familiar, but I can't remember off the top of my head where they're from. Mini boss time. Oh, that's That's a big alien head. It also looks familiar. I can't remember where it's from. For those that are watching this Let's Play... Oh boy, I'm gonna die. If you recognize the assets, feel free to call them out in the comments. I wonder if that's an SMT asset. It looks kind of like the Abaddon demons from Shin Megami Tensei lore. But it would have to be one of like the old Super Nintendo games that I've never played. Overall, its pattern is not too difficult, but if it touches you, it does a ton of damage. A couple more shots. Alright. Ah, defense power up. That's nice. Right here, I'm going to save again. And you can't stop me. Okay, we'll keep exploring Area 1 here and see if there's anything else that can help us out before we head into the next corridor, which is over there on the left. Remembering back to the original Guardian Legend, it definitely rewarded exploration as opposed to making a beeline towards the required areas. Shop? Oh, gun power up. Okay, remember that. 150 power chips, which is one upgrade, I want to say. It's either increments of 50 or 25 every time we get a red lander. Yeah, I think it's 50, as we started with base 50 before we got that power up. Some corridors with the most dangerous monsters are sealed as before, although I'm not responsible for that now. Still, I managed to know how to remove most of the seals. There's corridor 1 in this area. To open it, try to throw a couple of grenades into the gates. Okay. Corridor 1. I guess we'll see how the numbering scheme works. The first one we did was technically 11. Dead end? Yeah, okay. It looks like the map system in Shadow of Naju is actually corridor based. The original one, I want to say it was a grid, so it wouldn't show you one-way paths, or blocked paths. I can't remember. I thought it was just a straight grid, but you couldn't see if there was a dead end. I could be wrong. Okay, this is back the way we came. Yeah, we're gonna have to go down through the lower path in order to get there. The solid blue boundaries mark areas that we can't pass through, which is helpful. It means we can see if there's an additional branching path because there'll be a break in the grid, and if there isn't, then it'll be impassable. I wonder if that means, yeah, there's still areas to explore on this side before we head to the left. We'll continue to do that. These enemies are a little bit tougher. Oh, I'm careful of these things that I can't destroy yet. And yeah, it's a dead end. No, my shot's powerful enough to kill those now, that's good to know. Before we loop all the way around that section heading towards the left, let's see if there's anything of interest on the right side here. Specifically, I could use some health. But power-ups work too. Oh, alright, save point, that works. Is it just me, or did the tile set change? Weren't those power-up blocks the first time I came over here? I was hoping I could break them and get some health back, but it looks like they despawned. Oh, those things are trouble. And now we got several butt-face aliens. Oh man, get off the power-up. Okay. Full heal. We'll go back to the save point again. And save with mostly topped up health before I proceed to the left side towards what I assume is the boss corridor. Maybe it's corridor 1. Alright, take the lower path. Go underneath the barrier, loop all the way around. Keep our grenade on tap. We know if we go to corridor 1, we'll need the grenade in order to open up the gate. Oh, that's nice, sort of a mini boss fountain before we head in the corridor. Yes, corridor 1. And because I had to burn a couple grenades, I'm going to be going in here with a slightly powered down shot. Hopefully some of the enemy drops will allow me to get that back. Because right now my shot is doing considerably less damage to these enemies. We have the desert tile set again, but we have a new theme that I don't recognize. Also sounds like it could be a Mega Man theme. Unfortunately, my encyclopedic knowledge of Mega Man themes ends after 3. I remember some of the themes from the first Mega Man, but the only ones I really know and recognize are from 2, 3, and then Mega Man X, 1, 2, and 3. Anything beyond that, I'm probably not going to recognize from the Capcom Classic library. We have the floating dinosaurs. Oh boy, that's a lot of enemies. The dinosaur skulls that shoot more skulls. And having a weaker shot's definitely making things more difficult. And I don't want to use my grenades because that's just gonna lower my chip count even more. I just have to hope one of these things gives me a power-up and tops me back out at 100. I guess that'll be something to consider before I go into the corridors. If I have to burn chips in order to get in, I may have to consider going back out and refilling before I go in, otherwise I'll be in for a tough run. Even with the maxed out firepower, it's still tough to cut through all the enemies. Ooh. A lot of enemies. Next up, what is that? I do not recognize that sprite. And I don't recognize the boss theme either. It looks like it's from a shooter though. Well, maybe not. Some sort of large bug. But its pattern is pretty straightforward. It sort of pats back and forth and tries to drop directly on you. It's manageable. I think my base shot is the fastest way to deal damage here. Once I get above the 100 cap, I'll experiment with my secondary weapons to see if any of them do additional damage. Alright, not too bad. Ah, I got the triangle key.